And then we're gonna do ghost chat. And we're gonna do .com/a term studios. Okay. I forgot the control shift C. Actually, I should switch it to that side, control shift C. Browser, window capture, and Roblox Studio. How's it going, everybody? Sir. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. Oh yeah. So. I think our lighting's pretty good so far. I'd say it's good enough. It's good enough for this game. What is the game gonna be about? It's a grapple game. Grappling game. That I don't know. We could add story, but I don't really know what story you would have for this type of game though. Because it's pretty much just a sandbox grapple and I don't know what you would say otherwise. So I'm just gonna put you right here so I can see your chat and it's not blocking my Explorer. Okay, but yeah, sandbox grapple and wingsuit game is what we're with right now. Let me just check the channel, see that we're running well. I need to make sure that we're running well. I can see the chat, but I can't tell if we're actually doing good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're doing pretty good. That's bright. I might have to get that changed. Bang. I still don't know why the character dies. I still don't know why. Oh, that's pretty glitchy. Okay, so sometimes the character dies, but sometimes it doesn't. That's weird. But you need to, like, holy, the sun is blinding. I might have to remove that. After this, I don't know. Maybe. Kinda depends on how much time I have, but yeah. Oh yeah. So I need to be working on the map actually. Right now. So based on that, I should probably be running into like, I should add dirt patches actually. We should have dirt patches eventually, at least at some point. But I think for now we should be fine. I'm gonna move this up. Also, I will take recommendations if you have any for the game. It's kind of just one idea right now, so I'm open to stuff if you have any ideas. And then we could do, would you want to go out or in? There. Probably in. Just a tiny bit, not too much. Have a bigger gap on that side, and then have a smaller gap on that side, right there. Make that a little bit more natural. I feel like this one shouldn't be towards the middle. This one needs to be towards like this side. What do you mean which one? The one I'm working on right now. I wouldn't ask for a different game when I'm in the middle of this one. At least not at the moment. I wouldn't ask. Holy, that's not what I meant to do. And then I could do this. I feel like I should do something like this. Be a little bit different here. Duplicate this. Scroll this one down all the way over here. Bam. Oh yeah. That looks like it would turn out pretty good. You could do bam, 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 bam. Okay. Put that there and there. I'm kind of hoping Parada sees the stream and joins up in here, because he was helping me before, but I haven't seen him on recently, so I don't know. I think this is the last layer of grass I'm gonna do. After this, I'm gonna do dirt, and then I might do like I might do a mix of other stuff. How about this special orange and green flower? What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about here. Oh, that is not the right way. Notice that. but I have no clue what you're talking about, man. So if you find them, they're rare. It will give you a boost for 2 hours. I don't know about that. So they spawn around the map. So would you do like? Would it just be like? What if we just replace that with like loot crates around the map? Something like that gives you free currency. Because I don't think flowers would fit very well, to be honest, and those might be more of a decoration instead if we added flowers to the game. It wouldn't really end up being like a boost system. I don't think. That is not what I was trying to do. Right there. Right there. Oh, that's why it's weird. Because I didn't line that up with the right one. There you go. Put that there. Oh, and it just automatically did that. That's good. That's really good. How do you think this looks right here? Oh, I forgot to gap fill that. What about parts? What do you mean parts? You gotta give me some explanations for these. When you're saying them, you gotta give me an explanation. Otherwise, I have no idea. Yeah, that mountain doesn't look bad. It's certainly, you can tell it's kind of like a copy and paste, but it's still like, it still has ridginess, so I'm gonna let that be. Fallen parts, and if you collect one of them, that would only be one of them. It gets harder and harder for each part you find. When you collect it, all of them, they give you 5 hours speed boost. Or boost with speed. Huh. I mean, I don't know. I'll have to think about that. It's not a terrible idea, but it's not like, it's not something I could say instantly that, yeah, that's a good idea and that it should be in the game. I can't really say that about that. I'll have to think about it. How would I think I would need to do that? Is that big enough where it comes out here. Yes, it is. Okay. So I can start building the tunnel there soon. Not right away, but that's just trying to get an idea of how that'll go through that spot. Okay. So now that we have the path going through, I think I need to, just for the moment, I think I should, can I not, let me select this, please. So I want to put a highlight on these so I can kind of see where it is under the mountain. So I'm gonna just highlight. I'll do outline is that. Copy that. And then paste into selected. So now I should be able to see that through there. Yeah. So I know exactly where it is. So I should be able to work around that. Okay. So like, so you want it to be like more of an event, is what you're saying. You're thinking of an event. So you want this to be like, seasonal. I mean, I don't think at the moment we're ready for anything seasonal. I think like later in the game we'll end up adding seasonal stuff, but for now seasonal stuff is like out of the question just because of how early we are into developing the game, I'd say. Like if this was like, if we were like maybe a month or more into the game, then I would have thought about it, but I don't think in the state the game is right now that we're exactly ready for adding that stuff. But it will happen. It will happen. I'll end up adding seasonal stuff eventually. Medium stone. Medium stone gray. Bam. Bam. And then duplicate. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this highlights, bro. These highlights are getting annoying. They were supposed to help, but they're getting annoying. I got a question about the Forsaken game. What are the rosters for the survivors and killers? I don't exactly have one yet. we didn't really get that far into that game. Cause I don't really have time to work on that game as much. Cause you gotta understand, I have a lot of other games to work on. Flip axis. And 20. Should do the trick. Don't worry, I'll keep it in my notes, remember. Yeah. Alright. I got you. Yeah. Don't worry too much, I don't forget very easily. Unless it's just not that important, then I'll end up probably forgetting about it. But at the moment, most of that stuff I have remembered or memorized. Wait, did I accidentally... I think I accidentally X'd out of properties. I didn't mean to do that. I'm already creating them. There is a loading screen and I'm about to make it. So don't end alive if you think I'm not gonna come back. Okay. Why is that backwards? Do I need to do this? Yeah, I do. That's great. Now I gotta figure out how to line that up. Alright, I think that's as good as I'm gonna get it. Was that the last one? Yeah. Okay. That's the top. Okay. That's a top for that. Good. Bam. Bam. Why do they always end up like on the outside for some reason? I find it very weird, but alright. Put that there. Have that go on there. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. There you go. Okay. That works. That is not where I meant to connect it. There we go. Connect it to there. No. Of course. Of course. Okay, that's filled. Bam. There you go. There it is. That's finished. Well, at least that part is. Not all of it, but that part is finished. And I just realized how many parts I'm gonna have to clear out just to make this fit. That is gonna be very annoying. I don't even know how big I need to make the tunnel, to be honest. We'll end up figuring that out later, probably. I'm just hoping it's not too much. Okay. Sorry about that. I was just checking. Okay. I just realized how long it's gonna take to build, but it's not to worry. Nice. Okay. I do want to make sure, because for some reason the UI shop button was being weird, and it was in the wrong place. So I just need to make sure that it still works, because if it doesn't, then I'm gonna get a little bit pissed. Okay. Okay, time is changing. I didn't realize it was, but it's slow, but it is changing. Next. Okay, that has a load, but it's working. Everything has its little jiggle. Or I shouldn't be saying that, that sounds weird, but you can see it's all animated right there. As well as the shop itself. The shop button and the shop opening is also animated. Everything is animated. I'm really hoping that I'll get this this area done soon, because once I get that area done, then I can expand the this wall. So you'll notice this is the border right now, and it's just this area, so you don't have much area to actually move around. But once I get this area at least somewhat done, I'll expand the border so it goes out to the water, because there will be water out this way. And because this is an open world, you'll be able to go to the water, but I'll have borders going through the water, so you can't exactly leave that area. And eventually, once the map is done, I'll have world borders, so that'll just be like borders out all around in the water. Hopefully that it will end up looking decent. Okay. Now, moving away from that, I do want to let's see. What was I thinking about doing? So I should expand. I need to expand the rock, so the rock should go down to around here, I'd say. Around here. Below that will be sand, I think. Sand and like boulders. So not like the just normal rock texture. We'll have like boulders scattered around, maybe some logs scattered around, bushes scattered around. Well, maybe boxes too. Boxes wouldn't be a bad idea, have it scattered around there. But after I get that done, I think also I still need to figure out where is the water gonna stay. Like, what level is the water gonna be at? I do need to figure that out. That's gonna be a tough one. That is gonna be a tough one. Okay. I mean, I could figure it out if I just expanded this already, because this is the closest it is right now to getting there. So if I expanded that, then I would be able to figure that out. You know what I should do? What would be the smart thing? Instead of having to set something up here, I could just use the gap filler and connect this with this, and then I don't have to worry about anything. I kind of want to test that actually. I'm gonna do it more like this though. I know you're not a separate part right there. Yeah. Bam. Bam. It's actually not bad. Okay. That's pretty that's decent, I'd say. Yeah, that does the job. That does the job. Okay. I don't know where the tunnel's gonna start. It's probably gonna start like right here somewhere. Honestly, I should actually start on the tunnel. I should do that just so I'm ready. Duplicate. Okay. So I think we're gonna do, the walls are gonna be 3.5 for thickness. It's gonna be 18 tall. I think that's probably just fine right there. And then I'm actually gonna move this a little bit forward. But then I'll swap axis. Bam, cool, cool, cool. And then 2.75. Got filler. Bam, bam. Cool. Go into this, grab the texture, copy that. And then paste into selected. Cool, now our tunnel's ready. At least the entrance is. So now it's whether how this goes. How would this go? I do need to move everything out of the way now. So that should be out of the way. And that should be out of the way. It shouldn't appear, at least it shouldn't appear in the way of it. That shouldn't appear in the way. Okay. That's probably fine right there. It's good. That's fine as is. I don't really need to move that. Just gotta make sure, also gotta make sure this isn't change anything. No, it's not. That is so in the way. That needs to get moved. That needs to get moved. There's so much. I think some of these are getting in the would get in the way. I don't know though. I think for the most part I got what's over here out of the way. Actually, never mind. These are in the way for sure. I will have to have lights down here, probably. I would assume so, at the very least. Oh yeah. Okay. We should be ready to build the tunnel. I was not trying to do that. Why is that? Okay. Studio's a little bit weird, but that's fine. Where does the thing end? Right there. And we can just, because these are quite literally the same. Wait. So it would need to be right here. gonna have to place these manually, won't I? I probably will. Cause I don't think that the Archimedes is gonna do the job properly. If I'm being 100% honest. I doubt that it's gonna do the job the way I need it to be done. Small gap. That's probably good. Okay. This one does need to get moved. So hard to tell. Where this stuff is. Okay. Now we should be fine. I'm just gonna move this just because I don't want to have to deal with that. That's small chance that one pops into the thing. Okay. Now, Archimedes, just so I can do this without the hassle. Okay. I'm gonna hate working in the dark, because this is like so hard to see. Well, I could just turn global shadows off, I think. Maybe. Wait. Can I do that? Yeah, I think I can in lighting. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna turn it back on later. Global shadows off. Now I can see properly. Okay. That one's hard to get on the dot. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this side first, then I'll do the other side, and then I'll get the tops. Oh yeah. I will probably end up needing to block this off from players, because I'm not going to end up finishing this side of the map. I don't think, not today at least, probably not today. If I somehow get that done today, I'm gonna be surprised. But I don't think I will. Let's see, based on where this is, could probably put this right here. So I think if... you'd be able to see out there. But you wouldn't be able to see much. So you'd probably block it right around the entrance, I'd say. Okay. Welcome in. Okay, let's see. I don't know why that's sunken into the floor. Oh, that's why. Right there. Right there works. It's good. Once we get this side done, I'm really hoping the roof lines up well, because if the roof doesn't line up well, then that's going to be a problem. It's probably going to be pretty hard problem to fix, because I've already mostly gotten this part done at the very least. Duplicate that. Line this up. Okay. I just realized that's going to be hard to line up. Well, actually, never mind. We don't have to line that up because I wasn't planning on having that lined up in the first place. I think this side though is going to be further out than the other side is. So it's going to be like that, because this one goes out a lot further than the other one, I think. Yeah. So should probably get this roof worked on for the moment. Plugins, Archimedes. I'll shorten these parts later. Bam. Why is it selecting this stuff? That's very annoying. Okay. How long were the other ones? 6.5. Perfect. Okay, now we gotta get the other side. Flip axis. Bam. Bam. I'm gonna have to gap fill that, won't I? It's gonna be annoying. So then I'll have to retexture every gap fill. Okay, now we're seeing our first one that is intruding. I'm gonna be safe and just bring that in a little bit further. These should be fine. Now I'm gonna have to bring out gap fill. Bam bam. Okay. So if I'm not wrong, I should still have textures. The texture, yeah. So this last part should be the easiest part out of every single part. So we should just be able to grab Archimedes, if it'll open. Bam, bam, bam. And then once we get all of these pasted in there, then we can just expand them. This last one, though, is going to be the one where I have to do that. So 2.75, I think it was. Yeah, 2.75 for the last one. And then we'll just shorten this down to actually we won't shorten this. We'll just gap fill it normally. Bam, bam. And then paste and selected. There we go. And we won't be needing gap fill for this, because then with this one we can just bring it over the others. You're gonna leave? Alright. See ya, man. Okay. Does this one need me to? Yeah, it does. Should just do that. Okay. So it should all be done. All be done, yep. So if I go in here, oh yeah, that looks perfect. Looks perfect. Okay. Once I bring shadows back, I will need to obviously put lights in there, but while I'm not building the other side, it's not required because nobody's actually gonna go through the tunnel because I'm gonna have a border there, so you can't go through the tunnel. Just want to check in the live stream. Okay. Oh, you're back. I was not expecting you to get back. Okay. Let's see. So, how do I want to approach this? Should I expand this down first? Oh, I need to do this just so it's kinda like how the tunnel's set up, so I should use a little bit of this just to make it a little bit better, I suppose. There you go. And hopefully, yeah, that didn't go further than that. So now connect this to here. That is a weird connection, but I guess it works. That is a very weird connection there. What is gap filler doing? I think gap filler is being a little bit weird. Okay. I suppose that's a little bit more realistic, isn't it? No, it's not. Never mind, I guess. Gap filler, what are you doing? Okay, that seems closer to what it should be. That was random. That was not what I was doing. Okay. That is weird. that there. Connect that there. This is gonna end up looking really weird, isn't it? It's like a science experiment. That actually is. It's not terrible. It's better than I expected it would turn out, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest. It's not the worst it could be. Although there is a bunch of parts in here now, so that's not the best, but it's kind of expected from gap filler. Gap filler is not the best at keeping it clean. It just fills the parts, the spots in, that's it. And now our mess is cleaned up, so that is filled in for the most part. I do need to bring the grass around. That's a problem. That is a problem. It seems to be. How am I gonna fill that in? Okay. We're getting somewhere. It's a really big pain to do this, but I'm gonna try my best to fill this in myself. Usually you're not supposed to use 0.01, but in this moment, this is probably the best I got. And I'm gonna see if gap filler works now. Let's try. Yes, it does, okay. Cool, now we have that finished. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to get that done today. I was expecting that to take a little bit longer than that. Just because I'm a little bit lazy. But because I got on live stream today, that's probably 100% the reason. Because I went live today, I ended up finishing this. Okay. Bam. Bam. Bring that a little bit in there. Okay. And then I'll have to add variation to that as well. So, how much did we get done so far? So far we've gotten done 2 layers of that. Finished this part of the roadway. Filled in this gap here. Made the tunnel. And yeah, that's what we added. Okay. That's not bad. I would be happy ending a stream off here, to be honest. But I don't know. Once I get the beach done, though, I'll have more ways to make thumbnails, because I do need more spots. Right now, the best spot for thumbnails is right here. You take it from here and have the tower in the back, and that's the best way to make thumbnails at the moment. But once I get this beach done, with this mountain back here, it's not exactly a mountain, but with this cliff right here in the background, as well as the tunnel in the background, that will be a really good thumbnail, I'd say. I do need a different thumbnail style, because right now every single one of them, it's just golden hour, so I should get one like either at nighttime or like sunset. Sunset wouldn't be bad. Actually, sunset would be really good, to be honest, because you'd have the pink hue and the like orange glow towards the bottom. That would be a really nice look, to be honest. So I might try to get this done, because that'll look really good. Okay. So I'm going to duplicate this. Oh, I should have put 2.5 back on. Or not 2.5, 0.25. Okay, there. Bring that down a little bit. I think that's good right there. Stretch that. Duplicate it. Put another one on top of that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Plugins. Gap filler. Bam, bam. Bam, bam. Okay. Okay. Cool. So now that's set up. Now we kind of just have to get. So, what would I do first? I had to think about that. What would I do first that would make it easier? Because I think if I got the mountain done, then I would know kind of where the beach would end. But at the same time, I think if I got the beach done first, then I would know exactly where the water is. But they kind of link up, so it's hard to pick. I think I should probably finish the mountain. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I kind of need to figure out where I'm gonna put these parts at, because I still need all of them to connect, and they have to go back to they have to go back into the map so that there's no gaps between the areas. I think I'm gonna do that right there. Actually, no, because I need to get the final rock part and then the sand part. So line this up here a little bit. And then sand goes all the way down to sand will go down 18.5. That'll be the sand layer. Okay. I should be using Archimedes now. Bam bam. Bring this in. -45. Bam. And it is actually below that, that's good. Okay, that one will go in a little bit more. This one will go out. Bam. Bam. Shorten that one. Bam. I'm gonna shorten this one only a little bit. Render that. I'm gonna bring that one out far. And then I'm gonna bring that one in, and then have this one be really short. And that's all the way around. I'd say. I'd call that all the way around. Bam. Undo that. Holy lag. Oh, it's a little bit laggy. Not too much though. Okay. I'm gonna have to end up cleaning this a little bit, right? I have the feeling I'm probably gonna have to do that. Cause I'm sure that some of these parts are going into the tunnel. Bam. Kinda forgot that I should have filled those in beforehand. That was a mistake. Okay. But I can fill these ones in now. And the rest should be fine. So I do want to check. Oh, actually none of them went into the tunnel so far. That's good. That's really, really good. That actually surprises me. Wait. Bam, bam. Line that up. I just realized how that's weird. That's not connected correctly. Bam. Bam. And hopefully none have gone through. Yep, none have gone through yet. That's another good sign. Just realized I should probably shorten this just so it's not like crazy. It's connected to the wrong spot. Bam. That's good. This is a little bit weird, but it's good. It works fine. Okay. So now we have the beach level. We gotta get this beach ready. It's gonna be a little bit weird to set up, I guess, but we got this. We can figure this out. I will need to actually set up a few like special areas as well along this, because especially for like gliding. And also I should change it so instead of it being you have to be mid-grapple, you have to be mid-air, so you cannot touch the ground to wingsuit. So you have, if you're mid-air and you're a certain distance off the ground, then you can wingsuit. But for now it's just going to be mid-grapple. Later, I'll change it up. so that it's a little bit better. Okay, for a second there I thought that was a little bit weird, but okay. Holy progress. Let's see. Wait, before that, I do need to open Archimedes, because I don't want to have to open it up later. I'm gonna duplicate this. Bring it over here. Put it right there. Shorten it up. Swap sides. 25. That's 25. There we go. Render. Bam. And also, before I forget to change this, change that to yellow and change that to sand. And then 32. Okay. Bam. Flip axis. No, not flip axis. Never mind. We're gonna do 14 for this one. Bam. Just to have it a little bit randomized. So instead of just having it like the other one before where it's normal, we're going to do random angles as well, so 20 for that. I'm kind of just hoping that makes it look more natural, because right now it's alright, but it's like still like, it's still a little bit weird to me at least. I'm actually going to flip axis here. I'm gonna do a little bit of something to make it look a little bit more natural to me at least. Bam, bam, and then flip axis again, and then 13 there. Bam. 25. Shorten that up. 30. Because I do want to make sure this at least goes back a little bit, just because I don't want it sitting out forever. Okay. Bam. Flip axis. 12. Okay. I'd say around here is just perfect. And then we gotta gap fill all of this before I go making a gap fill all the terrain in, because I did accidentally forget to do that first before, and I don't want to do that again. Okay. Glad it's not doing anything absurd right now. Because before it was doing a little bit of whack stuff. I don't know what you would call it. It's just it was acting up a little bit before. Although actually I probably shouldn't do this part yet because the beach is gonna keep going along this, so I should wait to do that. But I'm gonna still fill this part in at the very least. Okay. And then I'm gonna get this. Okay, that's not connected to where I want it to. There you go. That's weird. Okay. Now you can see the sand texture. Before you couldn't really see it. It's probably because the parts are hot, but it should be fine. I mean, at least I'm hoping it is gonna be fine. Okay. Bam, bam. Yeah, this looks good. Is that connected? Yeah, okay. Second there. Thought it wasn't. Oh, that's weird. I might have to do this instead. Connect that. And where's the top of this one? It's this part. There. There. Then connect that to that. That to that, and then that to that. Wait, that's weird. Okay, now that's connected correctly. There you go. It's a little bit wonky, but it works. And it certainly isn't the same as before, so now it looks more natural, I'd say. That easily looks more natural than before. Yeah, that looks good. Kinda glad that I did that. Although now it's gonna be really hard to, like, kinda set this up, I suppose. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, actually. I think I'm gonna actually wait to do this. So I might end the stream here. I think I'm gonna end stream here, and then we'll do another stream sometime else, and I'll have a little bit more progress done by that time. So yeah, I'm gonna see you guys. I'm gonna end the stream, and I'll see you guys later.